Hey guys, it's me T coming at you with a brand new reading for today. I feel like there's so many things that are going to come up and I am just in love with this reading already, okay? Today is a no makeup, no motherfucking hair done day and I love it. It's freedom, bitch. It is freedom. Yeah, it's my Hugh Hef status. By the way, I'm so fucking happy, dude. I'm so fucking proud of myself. I'm so like, basically the word that I'm looking at in my spread is love. I am so fucking, and I'm gonna say it out loud, I'm so in love with myself, dude. Even when I look like this, I still am so grateful that I can come on a fucking live screen, make it seem like it's nothing, and also fucking still act natural. Dude, it's joyous, dude. I feel so free. I feel so free. I feel like I don't give a fucking damn. And I am so grateful that that basically, let me just balance this out a little bit. Hold on. And by balance, I kind of just want this white part in it for some reason. And I will probably, I don't know, it's like oddly tilted. Oh, I could do it that way. Okay, whatevs. You know what I'm saying. Oh. Okay. So, I'm just breathing. I'm fucking grateful, dude. I'm fucking grateful. Okay. So fun. So fun. I didn't fucking brush my hair. I don't give a damn. All I care about is my fucking joy today and what brings me joy and my faith. Amen. And basically, I give a shit about just the message that's coming out. You know what I'm saying? So, we're going to have so much fun right now. Okay. So, highest and best, and thank you, Spirit, because I wasn't going to come live, but last minute, they're like, yeah, go live. I'm like, all right, we're having fun today, bitch. We are having fun today. So, let me pull out the cards. The first one is going to be faith. The next one is going to be health. The next one after that is going to be, we're going to go wealth. Okay. We're going to go wealth. Okay. Wealth. We're going to go love. I'm going to just wait for a clean cut one. That's one by itself. And there we go. Joy, because I like that clean cutness, even though I not be looking like it today, but it does not matter. I still love a clean cutness, bitch. I love it. Chicken cutlet, clean cutlet. You know what I'm saying? Okay. That actually sounds really fucking weird because now I'm thinking about chicken cutlets in your bra. Which is, I mean, those need to be clean too. Amen. So, whatever. That's where my mind just went. Okay. So, faith is perfect timing. That's the card for today. I'm so excited. I'm telling you, I'm feeling these fucking vibes, right? Health is take action. Wealth, and by the way, it's going to go in this order. Wealth is ask help from others. That's day 2 of that, by the way, in the same position. Love is meditation brings answers, and joy and happiness is choose a new direction. Okay. Spirit wants me to go kind of backwards, like now that I went forward, so now I'm going to go backwards. I'm going to start going backwards. So joy, and probably because I'm so much of my joy today, choose a new direction means if you have experienced what's coming through is like a position that this has a lot to do with position and kind of like situationships. Okay, if you went after, oh my gosh, and this is exactly what I'm gonna talk about right now, where it's I might have to find the video. Hold on one second because I don't know how to put it verbatim. Okay. Hold on one second. I have to just reply real quick. Okay. So this is like perfect timing on everything. Perfect timing, Faith. I'm so grateful. Hold on. Um. Okay. All right. Okay, this is like so exciting. Okay, I don't even, it's not just so exciting, it's soul exciting. Okay, so give me 1 second because I'm gonna find this motherfucking, okay, this thing that I tuned into today that I found very important. Let me just see my recents. Hold on 1 second. Okay, so I chose to listen to two videos today that have to do with be proactive. First, it was I was looking for something about want a deeper connection because of the fact that I don't know. I was like I think it was like my own personal like personality. What is it called through the Meyer-Briggs test? I don't know. So I like went searching for something like that. So the number one key to connecting is what I was listening to, but also I ran into a video about like dating relationships is be proactive without chasing, okay? Now, this is what I want to say here in terms of choosing a new direction. Either yesterday into today, it could for you guys be today, because usually as a leader I probably go through things before you guys do so that I can experience it, I can learn from it, and then I can fucking teach it, you know what I'm saying? And that's without actually fucking like, that's just with even just keeping it general, okay? So, and you get a lot of value from me keeping it general, so I'm very grateful for that. So choose a new direction is basically you, both in relationships and situationships and even business aspects of life. You are choosing to have the faith of the perfect timing. You are choosing to tell yourself that, listen, if it's not this, like basically, no, not even that. It's more so the aspect of whatever is meant for me will always be for me, right? So if you like fuck up, there's like basically no such thing as fucking up, right? Because you're gonna do what your gut tells you to do. Sometimes you have to do some negative shit, or what like people like to call toxic shit, which toxic is different from negative, by the way, because you can be high vibrationally negative and not toxic. So I have to teach some people that, because people like to fucking generalize, but really there's not a general, you can't generalize toxification. Like you can't. Toxic is toxic. And then but high vibrational like negativity is high vibrational negativity, which people have never thought of. You know what I'm saying? This is why I'm a comedian. I'm a philosopher. I think of all this shit so that I could teach you guys and just fucking talk about it, so that you don't essentially have to fucking think. But the whole thing is you should think about everything and anything, because of the fact that you should question everything, but like not in a cynical way, more so like in just a curious like like for instance, growing up, my parents taught me everything that they fucking know, or tried to, you know, teach me as we went, as on the go, you know, as we were on the go. I don't know what I was trying to say there. I was just trying to say go. And so, long story short, but like, it was up to me to figure out the discernment between, okay, if my father doesn't like this fucking guy, right? But my gut says that he's fine. You know what I'm saying? That's me just fucking thinking for me. That's like me saying, okay, well, he doesn't like him. Doesn't mean I don't fucking have to like him. But honestly speaking, I can go fucking deep. But like, honestly speaking, the whole thing is, let's use a new example where it's not so emotional. It's I'm like trying to think. Okay, so let's say we're talking facts, right? We're talking about something that, how did I fucking put it at one time? I was like trying to, I like mentioned if, oh, it's, I'm allowing the new to come in. Fuck, I don't know. But basically, long story short, I'm trying to fucking think of that example. Okay, so the example was, I have to relax because I feel like I'm on timing for some reason, and really, I need to just take the time, which is taking the action, which is also the health. So I need to fucking just calm down. Um, so long story short, what was I gonna say? Okay, so let's say at one point my father was a very big teacher for me in this life, very big teacher, and everything he taught me, and I'm trying to think about one specific fucking thing, but it's not coming to me. But everything he taught me, I would take with a quote unquote grain of salt, because I understood that like people, and I don't know where it came from, but I understood that people are imperfect. People often come from opinions rather than truths, which opinions are more so are mixed up with a lot of fucking hurt, by the way. So when you're like, oh, I don't like that person, that could be your hurt talking, or that could be like, when I say I don't like a person, it's I don't like their energy. Okay, their energy is like not fucking good, and I get to not like that person just as everybody else could if they wanted to. And I literally can just fucking say that's it. Like I don't have to like that's my truth, and that's the truth. How about that? That's the truth, universal at it too, because if I'm pretty sure, and I'm going to just say this out loud. I'm pretty sure that if life were to show a whole bunch of people at the same time who a fucking person is, when I say I don't like a fucking person, when they don't have to fucking show me shit and I just read the fucking energy, they literally what was I gonna say? Like everybody would be on the same page. If time and life were to show us all the fucking same thing all at the same time about this person and their actions, okay, actions, which is also right here health, okay, which makes a big deal that it's in the health position, because of the fact that your health has a lot to do with your character, the way that you're brought up, the way that your beliefs are, and so, and out of your character, when you fucking do something, or when you say something, or when you behave in a certain way, when you take action, that goes to show the health of your energy, right? So it's all connected. So when I say I don't like a fucking person right off the bat, without them even fucking having to do anything, it's literally, I don't like the truth of their energy, the energetic truth of them. I do not like them. And I have such power in that, because of the fact that a lot of people could say, oh, T, you're so judgy. No, it's fucking self-protection, bitch, because I don't need to wait around. And this could be a fucking waiting around for years until a fucking person, shows their true colors. I'm not willing to fucking give years of my lifetime, of my quality fucking miraculous lifetime, to a fucking person that I already fucking knew the red flag of, to basically be like, show me what you got. No, because I fucking already feel it. It's not we're not the same. We're not the same peoples. Okay. So when you know that it's not the same peoples, choose a new direction, right? Now, there could be in your joy, okay? Choosing the new direction is self-empowerment, by the way. So also what I wanted to say here is, a lot of times when it comes to like your own joy can get in the way of choosing a new direction, because also you can literally have so much fun with like a person that actually is toxic, right? And you can even know it. This is why they say like when you're like in love, I mean, I've never been in love, but like my whole thing is they say, and by the way, I have to write that shit down. Hold on, because there was a I went for a walk earlier, and hold on one second, and a joke came up for me that I'm like, dude, I have to write this down, but I couldn't do it at the same time, so we're gonna have to wait for a second. Okay, hold on. Okay, because I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but Okay, I had to. Sorry, that was like a major pause, and thank you for that, Spirit, because I would have forgotten. I would have forgotten. Okay, so I also like having my notes out. I'm not even gonna lie while I do these things because I always listen to myself as I'm processing this video, but I rarely like go back to I rarely go back to like listen to them unless I'm like led to. So but I listen to myself as I speak. So that's the whole thing. It's like we're just doing it that way. So anyhow, long story short, I'm moving on to the next one, which is love, but I feel like there's something there left to I was saying something about they or they say, but I had to pause. That was really important. Okay. So anyhow, like the joy is choose a new direction, which has a lot to do with empowerment. They say about love. That's what it was. They say about love that like you have your rose-colored glasses on when you're in love or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But like, here's the thing that I don't fucking get is that before you fall in love, you're paying attention to that person. Like if you're actually interested, you're paying attention. So the whole thing is, so there was like, I can fucking go in, but the whole thing is and so when you are paying attention, make sure to pay attention before you actually fucking fall in love. Do you know what I'm saying? Because when you're in love, like you'll let a lot of shit slide, which I pray to God won't be me, because honestly, I think love has a lot to do with, hopefully there won't be anything where I won't have to fucking let slide or slip because of the fact that that person will know what respect is. That person will know what love is. That person will not fuck around, even if they sense my quote unquote a lamb type of energy, which is like, like the gentle energy. Like they won't fuck around with that. They'll just appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? And so long story short, whether it be in business today and or relationships, which usually people, it's one and the same, by the way. That's where the joy needs to be. It's one and the same because of the fact that if you don't, like, for instance, what I wanted to say today, do I talk about it? Spirit doesn't want me to talk about it, but I really found it important. But we have like 4 other cards to fucking talk about, so I'm gonna just let that go. But that is like that's literally super important, that if you're not like, and know who you are. If you're a business person, it doesn't mean business management is different than selling. It's a different fucking role. Both should have the same components with one another. Like it's an infinity type of like give or receive, but the whole thing is know which one you're stronger at. You know what I'm saying? And that's also, if you want to talk the fucking good talk or fight the good fight, genuinely know which one you're good at. Like don't, and here's something that I just want to talk. Can I say it? Okay. I have so much to fucking say. Okay. But anyhow, moving on. And it has a lot to do with relationships, by the way. But okay, so next thing we're gonna do is love, which meditation brings answers, and I love that in my robe. I like literally the girl is in her robe in this card, and every time, and it's so funny, like because every time I see this card, I'm like, oh my god, it's me in my robe, and it's so funny because I feel as though my love and my joy are like very infinity right now because I get to just fucking just chill and fucking be in my Hugh Hefner status and just fucking, come at you with the truth of the matter, okay? Which, by the way, can I mention it? They don't want me to mention it either. Son of a bitch. I gotta write these down though. Okay, I gotta write this stuff down that I'm not talking about here because it's really important. So okay. Okay. Anyhow, I gotta write these topics down that I want to talk about, but like really kind of need to keep them separate from this reading. So love is the love scenario or the love aspect of your life is meditation brings answers. So just, I think with the meditation also is like you need to chill. You need to really be chill and in receiving mode today. Because your soul, I think, might have went through a lot to discern, to make a decision, to fucking follow through on the decision. And really also it could have been semi-attacked. Do you know what I'm saying? In terms of just negative like vibes like might have come through, even if it's the truth. But let me just tell you something, the delivery of the truth is hurtful if you don't fucking tame it correctly. So when you think that you have the upper hand in a situation to be like, oh, I'm gonna show you how powerful I am, and then like literally spit on a person as you're spitting truth, with that energy, like, oh, I'm gonna show you that you're not fucking perfect either. Like when you come with that energy, that's disgusting. That's like somebody, like that's like you walking on the street minding your own fucking business and somebody drives by and fucking like splatters like a puddle of mud on you and you're like, bitch, what the fuck? Like I literally was just like being like normal, regular, like as no fucking, and really in terms of connection, it was more so of a, discussion, right? It was more so of a discussion. And so the whole thing is like some people just come out of a discussion, they come fucking slapping away, and it's like, bitch, know who you're slapping. That's all I have to say. Know who you're slapping. Like the whole thing is you just side note, can I talk about it? They said no, son of a bitch. They said no first and I was still asking. Okay, so basically know who you're slapping in the face and know if they really fucking deserve that slap in the face. That's all I have to say. And if you are the person that fucking knows that you don't deserve that slap in the face, you need to do the choosing a new direction type of movement, because of the fact that nobody else is going to do it for you. Okay, so we're talking about independency at its finest, where if you bring love and truth to a scenario where it's like, I'm not even trying to attack anybody, I'm just trying to fucking just say what I need to say, and then you're getting hated on just for saying what you needed to say. And then, somebody's trying to flip-flop it at you where you're like, oh, like, let's just fucking, talk shit to your face, at your face, just because I don't like the truth that you're fucking saying, or like wherever you're getting at or whatever. My whole thing is okay, Spirit now wants me to talk about it. And maybe because we're in the love section, people don't realize both in business and in relationships, you need to talk about things. Don't be in a relationship if you can't express yourself. Don't be in a relationship if you're scared to express yourself. Don't be in a relationship if what you're expressing is going to be automatically motherfucking just beating you with a fucking somebody's fist or slap in the face, or like that, with that type of resistance. Don't be in that relationship. You know what I'm saying? Also, what I wanted to mention was, and that's not, by the way, that's a side note with being able to own your shit prior to all of what that person is talking to you about, which means that you didn't run away from the truth. You accepted the truth way before even this person fucking said it. But the whole thing is, what the difference between a coward and a courageous person is that the courageous person, A, doesn't have to take it, but B, will literally, I'm losing my train of thought on that, but B will literally make the decision to fucking walk away, which looks like, oh, it's a coward type of move or it's a childish type of move, but really it's a proactive move to say, nah, you're misjudging and misreading the whole fucking situation wrong, even though you think you have the upper hand. But I'm gonna bounce because of the fact that I truly, at this point, when I'm getting shitted on, don't give a shit. Like literally, you can't have me give a shit like any longer, because it's over. You know what I'm saying? And like, so the whole thing is, it's like, you're over the hump, you're over the person, you're over the fucking disgust, the fucking disgrace, the fucking grossness out of that fucking person. Because again, when people show you their true colors in a negative way, not that I'm even trying to be all imaginative and, in, hold on one second, I have to close the door. Not that you have to be imaginative, and like, what's it called? Like, cause I don't deal with, what's it called? Not discernment I deal with, but it's more so when people are in, what's it called? Delusion. I don't deal with delusion. I deal with like the solid fucking truth. So when people are being delusional about about certain things, like why did I want to say delusional though? There was something about it. Sorry, I had to get up. I had to, whatever, it doesn't matter. My whole thing is, when it comes down to it, I don't deal with people that are, that try to have something to say when they weren't there. Do you get what I'm saying? Do you know that that's so much fucking wisdom to like hold back? Like, knowing something about somebody, not mentioning it at all because you know that you weren't there, but yet you could fucking uppercut them real hard with that fucking truth that you know. Like, you can spin it around to where like you hurt them real bad, but the fact is, their truth because they told you the truth, but you actually weren't there. So the whole thing is, when I'm talking about the hurt here, that could have been done to you is what I'm trying to say. But also, it's not the first time. So like what Cat Williams, oh my God, bless his heart, literally. Cat Williams, I really am sending so much healing love to him because I fucking love him. And he's like angry and aggressive and like fucking just, he is like, I think a lot of comedians are actually, like, he's not the only one. He's just, because there's so many inauthentic people out there that, and also are so siding and co-signing and coinciding, however you want to see it, with the God honest, or not the God honest, it's the opposite of the God honest. It's the weird, honest denial of a truth, a delusional denial, whatever you want. I don't know the difference. But the whole thing is, because I don't even fucking deal with both of them. I know that they're negative. I don't fucking deal with both of them. But the whole thing is, my whole thing is, and also, I'm going to tell you the truth. I know when to bliss out in ignorance. I know when to do that. So like, if ignorance is a part of delusion and denial, which I actually don't think it is, but if some people consider that, then I do that. I'm not like, I do the ignorance part. I definitely do the ignorance part. Because you can't be open and receptive to all of the fucking bullshit that's coming at you all the time. You can't. You have to fucking put an end to it. And sometimes it's just like, bro, this is why I love entertainment. You turn on a fucking movie, you like switch off. You have to switch off sometimes, because when you're so on towards this entire life, and you're not on drugs, you're not on fucking, you don't drink, you don't fucking smoke, you don't have any of these fucking, you're actually trying to better yourself in this life, the fucking smartest thing to do is put on a fucking movie and just chill the fuck out and just tune out. Cartoons, whatever the fuck you want to do, just tune the fuck out a little bit. You know what I'm saying? To basically choose a new direction, which is your joy. So you might want to just choose your joy, in which you're going to tune the fuck out to reset yourself and then come back to life, the good life. Amen. Which, by the way, this spread is all about the good life. So we're on our way, dude. And the whole thing is, I actually feel that, and I know that I'm in my good life energy already. I have been for a very long time. I created it. But at the same time, there's way more work to be had in order to make it what it really needs to be, like basically up to my own personal par of it. So meditation brings answers. You're going to just be in chill mode today. You need to relax. You need to, put a robe on for a hug or something, because you really might have went through a lot in regards to taking a fucking whiplash of somebody's. And by the way, it's very interesting because Man, I want to say it so bad. I want to say it so bad, but I'm gonna have to write it down. All right, I had to write that down because it's important too. All right. Highlights are just like coming up that I have to like speak about eventually. But what I was saying is that Cat Williams, bless his heart, I fucking love him. He was saying how it's not about having even thick skin. That's one way to say it, but it's having trampoline skin. Where I was like, damn. He was like, I call it trampoline skin, where it's like the bounce back. Like, how fast can you fucking bounce back? And I was like, bro, I love me a trampoline, so you know how fast I fucking can bounce back. But the whole thing is, you know, depending, and here's the thing, I'm just now getting my trampoline skin back, because the whole thing is, first of all, he unlocked it for me by saying that. Second of all, the detachment of family of which you came from is a very big deal in regards to, like, if you love deeply, if you have in the past loved these people deeply, and life has shown you to kind of keep chopping away at the detachment of it all, once you free yourself from it, and at the root of it, like, you know, there is you get your trampoline skin back. Like, it's just so weird. Like, I was like down for a very fucking years. I'm talking about years. I was down for years. And, you know, I still have a potential of always being back down again, you know, but the whole thing is, I think 2024, especially in Capricorn season, the karma is go through your lessons, learn the fucking lessons, bounce back the fuck up, and you're going to get good karma if you treated the situation of which you've learned the lesson from really right. Okay, so that's all I'm saying. That's where I fucking stand a lot of the time. And sometimes right doesn't look righteous. Sometimes right and accurate looks more so like what did Cat Williams say? It looks I'm gonna just say it looks like truth that is hated on, or it looks like, in a sense, it looks like, do I want to say bullying, but like bullying that like can't. Yeah, I mean that when you're down with your family, it's like straight up like, you know, taking on the bullying. But what did Cat Williams say? And I think it was this. I don't know how I was going to relate it to, but Cat Williams said, if you don't stop or put an end to the bullying of who is fucking bullying you, who has control over you or tries to show control over you, if you don't put an end to that shit, there's nothing they can't fucking do to you. And there's basically it's like unlimited bullshittery. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is, you have to put your fucking energy towards sticking up for yourself and standing up for yourself, because again, they're like, as much as the bullshittery was an attack of you, there could have been more if you didn't fucking stop it. And imagine more when you're fucking bullshit, like in an environment that is okay with fucking having bullshittery all the time. Imagine like it's almost, you can't survive it, dude. It's almost that. Like, so the whole thing is, it's like, you know, I just feel like I've, due to the detachment, and thank God for detachment, thank God for discernment, thank God for all that fucking bullshit, I've been able to clean up where I stand in everything. And I've been able to clean up the detachment where I'm like, okay, well, you can't flip-flop me anymore. I'm literally, I cannot be flip-flopped about, because I don't flip-flop. And so the whole thing is, now I know how things work. So it's like, oh, okay, if you're flip-flopping here, then I'm going to fucking skedaddle over here. If you're flip-flopping there, I'm going to skedaddle over there. Like, I want nothing to do with the fucking negative flip-flopping. You know what I'm saying? Even the delusional truth. If people think that they're talking about truth and yet it's the delusional truth and they're speaking, but that's the truth. You really don't have that credibility anymore. You lost it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you lost it. Like, you're trying to spit truth. You're trying to, and out of truth comes confidence, guys. So the more truth you fucking bless and pump into your life and literally sit on it, like sit on it and have it be a part of your authenticity, which truth is authenticity. Authenticity is truth. That is an infinity symbol. Give and receiving. So the whole thing is, if you deny yourself that if you are walking around this earth or walking on this earth on or around totally being okay to not being truthful about it, and especially in business and relationships, bro, what the fuck are you doing? What like, it's like you have no confidence, you have no truth, but yet a lot of people, interestingly enough, this is just a side note, get literally so much credibility from other people, but for a short amount of time, by the way, because they are somehow louder and they are somehow more confident in their lying rather than being vulnerable in their truth. Do you get what I'm saying? Thank you, God. That needed to come out. So the whole thing is, but that happens for a short amount of time. That's why I get angry at it. That's when I get angry. I'm like, damn, that's so fucking twisted. But the whole thing is, it's only for a short amount of time that these people can actually portray themselves as like natural born leaders and good leaders and all that shit. It's like, you can't. That's why I'm very grateful, actually, that like when it comes down to presidency, they have a limited amount of time. It's not like, oh, I'm gonna take over for fucking 20 years. It's like, no, you got 4 years, bitch, to make a fucking. By the way, 4 to 8 years. So it's like that's a good amount of time to be like, yo, let me show the fucking world what I got, what needs to be done, what I got, what, like, my moves, make moves. 4 to 8 years, bro, like, that's enough for a person to fucking rule. You know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful that there's a limitation because politics doesn't fucking deserve to have a long fucking time. You know what I'm saying? To be the fucking ruler, because they could fucking destroy a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Which, it's just the nature of the fucking beast, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Like, the destruction, hopefully a lot of helping in the future, but fuck, man, it's just, it has not been cute. But we do thank them for putting in the service that they put in, known or unknown, seen or unseen. It's not an easy position. But which, by the way, that came up while watching Cat Williams this morning on one of the most recent podcasts he was at. I was thinking to myself, he really like revved me up. I'm like, yo, I think I'm getting prepared to become the fucking president of the United States, which God bless America. That's all I have to say. God bless America. God, like, in God we fucking trust. And I really think that, I'm not into the politics at all. It would have to be somebody like maybe like leading the situation, leading the campaign, because I'm completely uninterested. However, when it comes to my ability to knowing that I can get shit done, like me being a comedian and me being a fucking bitch when it comes to fucking boundaries and like not taking shit and like fucking like just being I'm gonna say like a heavy hitting businesswoman, heavy hitting, like and in the most positive way, by the way. Like, it looks like it's a fucking demon type of shit happening, but really, in the end, once everything settles in, you'll be like, oh, it's proper. It's the right thing to fucking do, It's not just the right thing to do, it's what makes sense to fucking do, okay? Because everybody likes to say, oh, do the right thing. And it's like, you can't do the right thing toward, like, when it comes to wrong people. They don't deserve the right thing. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is you're doing the most accurate thing towards the accurate person of what is kind of coming at you, in a sense. Like, if they don't know how to give love, you're not going to give them love. You're just not. You can send them love, you can whatever. You're not going to give them your time and your space and your energy and your fucking thrills, and like, no, you're not. Because if they know how to fucking disrespect you, if they know how to not uplift you, then you need to fucking choose a new direction and go more towards your joy and leave them behind. That's it. That's what you got to do. People, and that was confirmation. People poo-poo that, oh, you shouldn't leave, like, you know, in Toy Story, what is the original? A good soldier never leaves a man behind. No. You're gonna have to leave some fucking men behind. Like, you're gonna have to do that shit. That comes in business, that comes in dating, that comes in relationships, that comes in all forms. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is, you know, people don't like to hear that, but that's a truth, and not always the truth. But usually, if you're seeing red flags out of a person, that's usually bottom line foundational truth. You know what I'm saying? And that's because some people, it's Splitsville. This life is filled with people that want a better fucking situation, and people that don't give a fuck, and they just want to just be not the change. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is, the people that want to fucking experience the right amount and good amount and positive amount of change, they are super fucking relentless, dude. I'm telling you, they're relentless. So the whole thing is, and they're resilient, is Spirit saying. They're completely resilient. So the whole thing is, it's like, and their positivity will always trump the fucking non-caringness and the destroyers of all the people that fucking exist out there that are like that. And that's God honest truth. God, watch The Secret. Secret says it all. Even, I think, in scientifical breakdown, they say that, like, one positive thought, and imagine if it was genuine and true, like, literally negates all, like, 1,000 negative thoughts. So you're talking about, imagine one positive person, like, you know, having to deal with 1,000 negative fucking people. That bitch is fucking on top anyway. You know what I'm saying? And I'm talking about me, but I'm also talking about, like, anybody who wants to be genuinely in their truth as their own fucking powerful power all the fucking time, which adds to your authenticity and your confidence. So, bitch, my shit is so fucking genuine that I am so, chef's kiss, I'm so fucking grateful. But you don't know, no one knows how much shit has been destroyed in my life to then come back up again. And I saw it, I love it. I saw somebody, I saw somebody's video recently, and she was like, ooh, Scorpio, right? Like, she was talking about Scorpio signs. And she was like, yo, I love Scorpios. She goes, here's why. Because she's like, yo, you can destroy them. And destroy them. And destroy them. And destroy them. But she's like, but when they come back up, she was like, the power that they fucking have, she's like, you can't, it's undestroyable. They come back more powerful than ever. And that's why I'm like, oh, you know, I'm very grateful for all that I've fucking been through, but that is a truth. And if you hang on to that fucking power, like, and you're given that power, by the way, because that's in your chart, you're given that power. Like, that destruction is a gift, that power is a gift, that fucking trampoline skin, that thick skin, it's all a fucking gift, right? But you fucking remember who the fuck it is that you are through all that bullshit and through all that, you know, destruction and creation, dude. And you hang on to your authenticity, your truth, your fucking just non-denial like self. I don't know, non-delusional like self. Like, you hold on to that. You stay true to who you are, and stay true to, like, what is accurate for, you know, accurate in the right type of way for whatever situation you're in, which mostly is like doing good. But if you're not able to do good, then you have to do, like, the accuracy of what that fucking, like, quote unquote threat or whatever have you, whether it be in any type of noun, you know, because safety first. People don't realize that. As I grew up, I was like, damn, I didn't even realize safety. And safety is a big deal. Security is a big fucking deal. If you don't have that, like, you know, if you're it within yourself, if you have that as a as not an empowered thing within yourself, there's a fucking issue. This is why you have to fight off the fucking bullies. But I don't condone the fighting, but I condone the recorrecting and putting an end to that fucking bullshit. Once you recorrect or redirect, whatever, but recorrect is more the accurate phrase there or word there. Once you recorrect the situation, you're basically free to go. You ended the situation, is what I'm trying to say. God bless what's his name? Lopez out there too. What's his name? Ty Lopez out there too, because I felt like Ty Lopez just now. Next card up is in your wealth, which is usually the midway happy way to this motherfucking spread. Okay, midway happy way. Ask for help from others. Now, since we're talking wealth, this could be in business where you literally, and this is what Spirit wanted me to talk about. This is so exciting. I like this, like, touch my heart. So remember when I was talking about that relationships and business, you know, romantic relationships and business are basically the same. You have to discuss. There's like, don't leave it up to what's it called? The fucking 50 Shades of Grey type of shit. Like, wait for like sex talk only to discuss what you guys like and what you don't like. No, you got to talk about life. Okay. So ask help from others could mean that, here's what I really wanted to say. You might have missed out on an opportunity really quick, and you had to play catch up. Okay. So the catch up is you deciding to keep it clean, to keep it like, hey, like just topical, to keep it like topically clean, where it's just like, okay, this person calls me, I miss a fucking call, I call back, they don't pick up, right? I leave a message, but let's say you really want this position, and then this person doesn't pick up, you call maybe a second time, I think, no, you like text, and you like make sure that you leave a voicemail, and then you text, and then you follow. Like, you literally are just like going in on this position because of the fact that you know it's for you. You have to do the hounding because now you kind of fucked up. You missed the fucking call, right? But to be fair, you didn't know that this call was coming. So you know that essentially you can fucking be like playing with the truth to be like, yo, the truth is the truth. I missed a fucking call. I'm in the wrong. But again, the truth is, I didn't know when this person was going to call. The truth is, you know, so, and now this person who has like, who would be hiring you, who has the one up on you, essentially, who's going to be doing the hiring of you, gets to not pick up the phone because you somehow, it looks like you don't give a shit, right? But I just explained the truth of what the matter is. So, you know, she cannot pick up the phone, but the truth of the matter is you also need a fucking job. You know what I'm saying? So you can play this tit for tat battle where it's not even a battle. It's just like, it's more so like, you might, like, if you don't put in the fucking work, which is the quote unquote chasing, thank you, that's, you know, Spirit like confirmed it, then it looks like you don't care. And the whole thing is, sometimes when you're dealing with like females care just naturally. You know what I'm saying? Like, if I didn't give a fuck, why would I reach out, you know? But like, there's that traditional type of mindset, like, oh, if you don't show that you don't care, like, you might not get that position. So it's just like, fuck. Like, it's just annoying because it's like, now you have to prove to somebody else that you care, but like at the same time you just want to kind of like not have to do that. You know what I'm saying? Because you know that what the truth of the matter is. And also, if you're like me, where you kind of can read energy on the other side, it's like, you know what they're fucking even thinking. So you're just like, whatever. So long story short, ask help from others could mean that you might have to explain yourself. And this is what I was like laughing at earlier, because like traditional business would say, don't explain yourself. You like, just don't do it. You know what I'm saying? That's not like, just keep it, keep it very like topical, right? But the whole thing is, I decided today that I was like, no, I have to explain this to this chick, because chicks are emotional. They might, who knows what they've gone through in this life, where they might be just rejected all the fucking time, and or and or like whatever. They're just chicks. They have to be a receiver. So if I have a boss, a female boss, she's a receiver just like I am, but I have to be the person that goes more yang, to kind of be able to let this person know that I'm interested, and that so I have to come out of my comfort zone to basically do the quote unquote apologizing, which my quote unquote apologizing means actually it's genuine, but also it means that I'm going to offer up an explanation, because you think that we have this tit for tat type of like, oh, missed call, that like I'm ignoring, because that's what majority people think. Like, if I don't pick up the phone, I'm ignoring you, and that is not true. So basically I told her the truth of the matter. I was like, listen, I just want to tell you so, like, I called back today again. I was like, I know I'm hounding, but like it is what it is. Like, I need something creative, and intuition wise, what was I going to say? Intuition wise, you can know that it's for you, but you can fuck up. So what I'm just trying to say in general is that in business and in fucking relationships, you need to express yourself and explain yourself on so many occasions. And we need to get more in touch with that side. Talk about connection. Because, and some people could view me as like an overgiver of it, but I'm like, I'd rather be the overgiver of it to actually settle in what these fucking bullshittery energies look like, rather than me fucking having to just deal with fucking resistance all the fucking time. Like, so the whole thing is, vulnerability is so super key in good business and in good fucking, and good relationships, because it takes out the frustration of it all. You know what I'm saying? And so the whole thing is, that's where you might have to ask for help from others. You might have fucked up. So and this might be in business. And so when you're asking help from others, it's not so much asking for help, but it's giving up the explanation as to why or what the fuck happened. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to know what the fuck happened. Like, if they get stood up, what the fuck happened? Like, and so the whole thing is, you have to explain, which, by the way, Cat Williams, I'm just going to insert that Cat Williams at one point was like, he was blasted out by, I don't know who it was. I can't remember. Star Jones. I don't know if it was Star Jones, but he like was like, yo, let's meet up somewhere or whatever. Like, let's meet up. Let's like, I'll take you out. Like, he literally, I think he wanted to, like really kind of see if she was interested or something, like I guess dating wise. And she has a talk show and she had him on. She's like, dude, that was the one time you fucking like dissed me. And she was like, what the fuck went wrong? Like, she's like, I thought we were vibing, right? And they were both being very genuine. And when he got caught in the fucking crossfire of that, he's like, listen, he's like, I thought we were going to meet at the place and not at your house. And he goes, and by the time I was there, he's like, I just already knew I fucked up. So he's like, I never fucking called. I never whatever. But let me just tell you something. That also isn't the truth, because the truth of the matter is, when you're dealing with a person that fucking smokes a lot of fucking weed, they're going to put that weed, listen, they can't process shit anymore. Like, they really are. They're like, there's a reason why we call them burnouts, because they fucking burn out. I'm a burnout in a different way, where I'm like, I'm a burnout in like a business way. I fucking burn the fuck out when it comes to business a lot of the time, because I'm like, go, go, go. But like, but there's a reason, and it's funny that we're not called burnouts, right? Like, but really, we're like the G's in the fucking burnout scenario. It's like more of a burnout than a fucking person who fucking smokes weed. But that's the whole thing. It's like, females get, you know, they're with it. They're like, those that don't smoke weed, I'm gonna just say, are like, yo, they're like gung-ho, let's do this, you know. And then all of a sudden you're fucking dealing with a person who smokes a lot of fucking weed. They can destroy the whole fucking thing that you were excited about. So I just want to say, and for the record, I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. When you are a weed smoker, you are literally, it's like you're going to have an issue with dating, you know? You're really going to have an issue with dating, just because you can't seem to get your shit together in terms of just even caring about what the fuck it is that you're both talking about. You can't even make fucking plans, dude. You know what I'm saying? You literally can't make fucking plans because you're, and I literally just put this out there to somebody. I wanted to know the rating of themselves of 3 things, because life has taught me. Your cooperation, which is basically planning. You know, are you going to show the fuck up? Are you not? Are you going to do whatever it is that you want to do when it comes to fucking 2 people? I mean, cooperation is key when you're dealing with team fucking work, you know? So it's like, basically, like, rate yourself. Cooperation, organizational first to me all the time. Organization, cooperation, communication, cooperation. Those 3 things, if you don't fucking have them down, like, in terms of just, if you say yes to somebody and you don't fucking through, it's like follow through. That's basically what it is, follow through. If you can't do that, like, if you're, like, if 2 are off and 1 is on, can't work. It can't work. If all 3 are like, and it's coming from a person that you actually like kind of enjoy, sort of, you know, what's it called? Sorry, that wasn't, I didn't fart. That was literally the seat. I can make it happen again. Maybe not. Okay, there we go. I mean, it could actually sound like a fart for a second time too, but whatever. So long story short, so the whole thing is the follow through, right? So if I'm a person that's asking for my heart, like, about one other person, it's not really the quote unquote asking of it is not really to test the other person. Oh, where you're at. It's not. It's more so like, what are you willing to give me in terms of, like, just a person that's asking just for the truth of the matter. You know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is, it's like, if it's like 2 out of the 3, it's not good enough. You got to move on. That's like a red flag, dude. Because let me just tell you something. I don't know what love is, but I know that love has the potential, and I'm not working even with the potential energies of love. I'm working with actuality. If a person fucking loves you, they're going to come through for you on all those fucking levels. You know what I'm saying? And especially so when you're team working with a fucking person that you love and that you're going to have to live with, right? So the whole thing is, it's like, you know, you need to know, like, organization. If it means a lot to you, which it does to me, and you're not that organized, can't happen. No, I need you to care about fucking organization. I need you to care about cooperation. I need you to care about fucking communication. You know what I'm saying? And I already know that communication was like slightly off. So it's like, that was like a hard, you know, hard whatever. Now, so, but what I was actually thinking about was, it's very interesting because even being vulnerable, and I think maybe vulnerability is number 1 there too. Vulnerability, organization, cooperation, and communication, you know, maybe swap the communication with the cooperation. Because cooperation more is like the follow through, the application of. Communication is like more of the planning, right? Even though I said before it's more of the planning, but which, by the way, again, Cat Williams is fucking OG, dude, for a certain reason, because he too lives in the moment where he can catch people off the fucking fly in regards to what they did say and what they did not say. Like, he has receipts in his head, and I too have receipts in my head because we live in the moment. We're blessed to be that way. So also a lot of people who love organizing are that way. So like, because truth tellers, organizers, kind of sort of same shit. You have to be a truth teller to be a good organizer, because organizing comes down to being able to scope the truth out of certain spaces. You know what I'm saying? To then, and to know exactly what's going to work and what isn't going to work. A lot of it has to do with intuition too, but it's less intuition and more just like in the aspect of realness, or realityness, however you want to like say it. Organization has a lot to do with truth of the matter, in regards to also what's going into that space, what makes sense. Okay, what makes sense is the truth too, right? You know, and that's also when it involves systems and things like that. So whatever. So moving on to the next card, I don't know if I actually completed that. It was something like, yeah, I did complete my thought. Okay. So I always want to come to a completion of a thought. So basically, in your health area is take action. So that, what I was just talking about in regards to communication and business and being vulnerable, has a lot to do with the infinity symbol with each and of itself. Today is a day where you might have to take action to like really kind of put your healthy truth towards the wealth aspect of your life, where it comes to communicating with other people, so that they know where you stand, and they're not just seeing you for the topical aspect of you ignored me or you hurt me. And you know, that goes to show me, traditionally speaking in business, that you don't care. And it's like, no, I do care. So the explanation of like what exactly happened could clear up a lot. And also it could clean up a lot and put you, reset the both people, both you and the other person, on a clean slate. You know what I'm saying? On a clean slate, and where you can start back up again from fresh, you know? And once I put it out there, by the way, do I say it? Do I not say? Okay, so people want me. Once I put it out there, I gave it over to Faith, and I said, all right, well, now this is all I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna fucking do anymore. I fucking reached out like 4 times after I fucking, you know, didn't pick up the phone. And now I express myself to where it's like, if you don't understand that is a truth, then fucking my hands are off, dude. Like, I'm like if you want to move on, that's your call, your shot, you know? But I'm very grateful, because as I got on here, that person was receptive to that last explanation of a sort, that vulnerable explanation that I had sent, and they said, we'll talk Monday. Great. That's exactly what I thank you. That's all I said. And obviously I had to get back to that, because it was a very I had to make that bold move in terms of taking action, so that I can make sure that scenario stays healthy, right? Hallelujah. So when it comes down to, by the way, when it comes down to vulnerability, I'm number one. I love that shit. I may not look like it, or I may not act like it, but at the same time, I'm also knowing who is deserving and who isn't of it, because you can't be vulnerable with everybody. They're gonna shoot you the motherfucker down, dude. If you're like in a fucking jet and you're like, you know, I don't even know. I'm just saying, if you're just fucking riding solo in your fucking jet, dude, if you fucking tell a person that's pissed off at you, or a person that doesn't like you in general, is definitely more fucking annoying than a person that's pissed off at you. I don't give a shit. At least you know that a person is pissed off at you. In general, when a person doesn't like you and you're like fucking with denial, and you're like, ooh, everybody loves me. That's not true. Not everybody fucking loves you. That's first and foremost. Second of all is if you're playing in denial that, oh yeah, like, you know, no one's gonna hurt me or whatever, or like no one, whatever. I don't know what I was gonna say there. My whole thing is don't play around with denial. Literally, if you fucking tell a person, you know, that that doesn't like you down here, oh, here are my coordinates at so and so time up in the fucking skies, where I'm gonna be with my jet, like, they motherfuckers, they're gonna shoot you down. You know what I'm saying? And you'd be stupid, not vulnerable. You'd be stupid to like repeat that scenario over and over and over again until you learn, like, I can't fucking tell this person this shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? And the whole thing is, vulnerability takes so much work, takes so much effort, takes so much design in a thoughtful like sense, take so much connection with you, yourself, and you, with the scenario at hand, with the A team, you know, watching over you, with the God over them. Then you're having to like express yourself from your heart. Yo, it takes so much and so much meaningfulness that, like, so much emotions, right? We're saying, oh, like, don't be emotional in business. I'm saying be emotional in business, but only to the right fucking people that deserve it. Now, who's to say this person doesn't deserve it? I don't know her, so I have to come through on, regenerating that opportunity again. But the whole thing is, I still, so I have to take action. Spirit saying I had to be the one to take action. But that's where the vulnerability is at hand, where it's just like, you have to come through with vulnerability in order to open up the lines of communication. You know what I'm saying? You have to. Now, very interestingly enough, I feel so good, even though I'm spent, like, in my in my lung area. I'm like spent. I still feel so good about like what all I just said. And I'm very also grateful for speaking out of not only the truth, but the wholesomized truth of like what all scenarios could fucking look like. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it's not just, that's like what I have to think about before I actually say it, is like, is this the truth of the matter in like all the ways that it comes in, right? Or is this just, so that's why you're going to see me bounce like back and forth, like, oh, but you could say this, but then this. So I'm cleaning it up, basically. I'm cleaning up like what I'm trying to say versus what actually is, or not even cleaning up what actually is, just more so having it be in alignment or cahoots with, to where everything pans out to be fucking streamlined. You know what I'm saying? This is so hilarious that I'm talking about streamlined shit and I look like shit today. I do. I don't look like a streamlined nothing. I look like I'm wearing pearls. These are not pearls. These are my prayer beads, but and I'm wearing my diamonds, but still not streamlined enough. All right. So I know my own fucking truth. All right. So, we did go down to, so the health aspect of our lives is to take action. And today is one of those days where I think you just have to, be proactive a little bit in what your own health needs, but what your own health needs are, but also, and I'm talking about mentally, emotionally, spiritually, wholesomely, totally, completely, right? Mind, body, soul, wellness, and that also in and of itself, wholesomely, totally, completely, which also means that you might have to shower, you might have to, you might have to do hygiene stuff today, which today is definitely mine. But at the same time, I'm like, yo, a bitch gotta clean too at the same time. So a bitch gonna clean before she steps in that motherfucking shower. That's for damn fucking truth, right? What else? So let's talk about faith. Faith is perfect timing. which you just saw. I just explained that, like, with my life, like that just happened. I applied all of basically what I expressed to you towards my life, and things are coming true. So the whole thing is okay, Spirit's also saying take action with meditation as your love. So your health and your love is an infinity symbol today. So it's a very big deal that you meditate. It brings a lot of answers, even with the next step of what action to take next, is a big deal. Because you might be so in your joy and happiness and bliss today of choosing a new direction that your ADHD or ADD might be turned on, where you're just like, oh my God, I'm in joy, but then I'm also like all over the place with the new directions, choosing new directions. So it's kind of like, you need to ground yourself back into your own love energy and authentic energy, so that you can know what next accurate, right and righteous action is for you to take in this life. Which, by the way, I'm just thinking about Oprah right now, and I'm very grateful that Oprah is, to me, like, here's the thing. What I like about Oprah is selfish. You know what I'm saying? Like, that bitch is selfish, and like, I like that. Like, she's selfish in a way where it's like she's getting what she wants out of her own life, and yet she's also a big humanitarian as an Aquarius. So the whole thing is, people have to realize that if you are a humanitarian, if you are a healer of the humanitarianisms, there's only one, I think, right? Like, so I don't know why I pluralized that up. But if you're a healer of humanity, that's the better way to say it, then it makes a lot of sense for you to be fucking selfish, because you need your me time, like, a lot of the time. You need your me time. And especially so when you are, by the way, I also want to say that truth tellers are healers. That came up very clear this morning too. Truth tellers are healers, because I can cry at some of the things that Cat Williams said out of his own truth, that healed me to understand what my connectedness to truth is, right? It's like, damn, like, he's on top for a fucking reason. And a lot of comedians are truth healers, of which is basically, not only are they healing you through fucking, laughing is the best medicine, but they're truth tellers. So when you connect to their truth and you're like laughing at that shit, like, you're like telling yourself, yo, bitch, like, recorrect your fucking ways a lot of the times, you're like, oh shit, that's me. Like, I need to stop my shit, That's if you're a person trying to better yourself. But like, the whole thing is, it's like, that's what it is. Like, you're telling yourself, that's me. And so the healing that the fucking comedians do, and the truth tellers, and they fucking know how to talk about, running the show in a business like way, in a truthful like way. Like, imagine having a comedian run the show of the Americas. I don't know why we say the Americas as plural sometimes, when it's really I mean, that's like old school, I guess, but like but I find myself saying that sometimes. Like, why do we fucking say that? Because it's one fucking country, but it's like, whatever. So what was I gonna say? So the whole thing is like, imagine a comedian, female, that fucking knows how to fucking run a show, manage a show, do what is accurately correct and right and righteous at the same time, for not only the fucking situation at hand, but like what would be like, forward thinking, what would be good for humanity, what would be, wholesome, in a balanced way. Imagine a feng shui consultants such as myself fucking running the show too. Like, these are all things that I am. So my whole thing is, I was thinking about that today, and I was like, bro, I think I'm probably, like, when I get older, like, I probably will be running the fucking show up there. Like, I think I just will, because, like, I'm like, I've gone through so much shit that, like, that doesn't make sense, and I'm so willing to make so much work at making everything make sense. You know what I'm saying? That, like, you're shifting the way that the world works, really, by kind of going deeper into that connection of, like, this needs to go. You know, also, I'm a declutterer. This needs to go. This needs to stay. My discernment is on point. Like, everything that you fucking need to fucking run a show, I have. And I was like, damn, I'm like, or it's being worked on, which means that it's a skill that I have. So I was like, damn, this is, like, so crazy. And I think that in perfect timing, that's what faith is saying. And that's why I said, in God we trust. Faith in perfect timing, I think I really will be the president of the United States of America. And I know that's so fucking weird to say, because I never even thought of somebody like me doing that. I never had that in my life. But, you know, like, I never had that as like a vision for myself. Never. But the more and more I grow up in, you know, the society of family, and then the world, and then me as, like, as a human, like, doing self-improvement, self-adjustment, self-whatever, everything. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna have to eventually ask, Spirit saying, ask help from others in the wealth. Like, I'm gonna have to ask help from others to actually make that campaign come through and true, because really, we can get so much fucking done in 4 years, 8 years. We can get so much fucking done, you know? And the decluttering, man, whoa. Like, I love the decluttering is something that I'm so super good at. I don't know if I love that much, but I'm so super good at it. So the whole thing is, and I mean, I can enjoy it. Like, there is an enjoyment to it. So I'm, like, partial, right, to it, depending on how it comes through. Like, if I'm doing it for my family, it's like, it's such a fucking annoyance, because you know that shit is never going to be kept. But if you're doing it for maybe for the US, it's like, maybe if you put it in a law, it'll be fucking kept. Like, how the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it makes, I don't know. And the asking for help from others, for me, would be to surround myself with fucking comedians that are actually true in what the fuck they're saying. That's all I have to say. Those are going to be going to be my cabinet of advisors. I don't give a fuck about what anybody else says. I don't give a fuck whether you're not, it's comedians only. We're getting that shit done. That's all. Everybody else doesn't know how to fucking function, just simply and normally. You know what I'm saying? And that would be my wealth up in the, you know, up. And I'm saying up, like, you know, I guess up, when you're, you know, when you're the president of the United States of America. That shit is chilling. That shit is chilling. Imagine that. I mean, I just imagine that. That's kind of crazy. Anywho, what else is gonna say? All right, I'm gonna get going. So in perfect timing, guys, in perfect timing, I'll be there. But yeah, so, you know, start watching me to cast your fucking votes. That's what I gotta say. All right, it's 1:31. Perfect timing. Honestly, I'm gonna get going. Dog is barking. In God we trust. When a dog barks at all times, that is the God. And today's a Sunday fun day, which is also God's day. So enjoy your time in the sun, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye. That's why joy is a big deal today. Bye.